Hey everybody, welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Matt McNally. Whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube, welcome. We are happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. There's only two. One, we're honor code here. You keep your own score. Feel free to cheat because you get nothing. Two, after each question, you're going to get 35 seconds to answer because Wednesdays are for smart people. Don't show your answer until the time is up if you're playing with us on Zoom, but you know who you are. If you're with us on Twitch, answer with about 5 seconds left in the chat. That lines up with us online. Tonight, 30 questions, 20 of them are normal written questions. 10 of those 20 are about summer blockbusters. Like I said, you'll see the motif. We're going to do a point for each answer and a point for the year the movie came out, if you can figure it out. And then there's Wayla, except I forgot to do it, but I'll pick it in the break. And there's a story at the end. We're back to stories, so that's exciting. In the meantime, without further ado, welcome to Trivia Ronin. Question number 1. In 1955... an executive at this company founded a compendium of world records in order to definitively settle bars. Whatever, read it. In 1955, an executive at this company founded a compendium of world records in order to definitively settle bar arguments. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to mute you guys. I'll try. I guess, but if I mute you, I can just change my audio on you guys. Or just talk. It's fine. It won't bother me too much. Here, I'll put him. Yeah, actually, I think this should work. That should work. In 1955,
All right.
a guy at this company, yada, yada,
Are you writing them
yada.
down, Marissa or us?
Marissa, you left the cat.
I left
Got
it
it.
in there. Sorry.
You got it. We got it. We got the shoe.
And 2-1, show 'em.
We're guessing Guinness.
Yes,
Yeah,
Board
that
Gamer,
sounds
you nailed it. The answer was, of course, point to Guinness. The Guinness Book of World Records. Little did this person know in 1955 Google would become a thing. Question 2. This artist was known for painting oversized comic book panels and shares his name with a European country. 35 seconds. I cannot hear anyone on Zoom. It's very exciting.
Fucking
So you guys can talk amongst
Oh,
yourselves.
you got a little nasally nose.
Question 2.
face is leaking.
Wait, did Matt say he
This
can't hear
artist
us
was
now?
known for painting oversized comic book panels and shares his name with a European country. I just need the last name, everybody. With all artist questions. Usually just last name is easiest.
Barry Lichtenstein.
Killing it. I
What's
love
this
it.
hearing? That's weird.
Are you guys feeling
4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe.
George is a good guess, as in O'Keefe, but actually it is. I wish it was Larry in honor of, but it's Roy Lichtenstein. Roy Lichtenstein is that person's name. O'Keefe being George's last name. Question 3. What is the name for the world's longest rail route? 35 seconds.
Is that the
You've heard
the
it.
one in is that the
You've
one
heard it
in
before.
Asia?
Oh,
The
You can hear
Orient
peeps in the
Express?
background. You can probably just hear Marissa or my open window, I would imagine.
I feel like that's right. The Orient Express.
yeah, that's. I think that's.
What's
All
another
better.
well-known
You're just
rail?
here in the great outdoors. What is the name of the world's longest
That's good.
Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, then I'm just going to turn off the desktop audio. Longest rail route. What's the name for it? Thank you, Board Gamer. That makes more sense. 2, 1. Hopefully they helped you, or maybe they didn't. I imagine they didn't. Orient Express, good guess. That is one famous railway, but of course, merci beaucoup. The Trans-Siberian Railway, the one that goes from Moscow to the Sea of Japan. Question 4. This comedian gave himself no respect on his own tombstone, which reads, "There goes the neighborhood." 35 seconds. Famous comedian. Oh, I love it, Board Gamer. I will accept answers in French, just so everybody knows. Oui, oui. Très bien. This comedian gave himself no respect on his own tombstone, which reads, "There goes the neighborhood." And apologies, folks, but we're gonna have no odd EDM tonight in the background on Twitch, but I'll keep you amused. 2, 1, show him. How do we do? Yes, indeed. His cousin Larry, of course. All answers lead to Larry, but it's Rodney Dangerfield. But we'll take Larry Dangerfield feels right. Hey, everyone. We're all gonna get laid. Question 5. George Eastman founded this company in 1888, citing the strong, incisive nature of the letter K. That's why he named it the name he named it. Emily, good to see you. I hope your internet is better. George Eastman founded this company. The original name is the Eastman Blank Company, but most know it as the blank part. Nailed it, Emily. Somebody knows a filmmaker. Yep. Board Gamer got it too. How do we do? Show it, Larry. Yeah, of course, everybody. It's an all skate. Kodak. Kodak. That's why they call it murder, not muck duck. Question 6. A litmus test is colloquially used to mean test. But what does a litmus test actually measure? 35 seconds. People like to say it's a real litmus test when all they mean is test. Makes you sound smarter. Bad internet again for Emily, but that's Florida for you. A litmus test is, excuse the chain link fence, colloquially used to mean test. But what does a litmus test actually measure? If you actually were. James fighting COVID. The only way we know. Tequila. Coors Light and tequila. Show 'em. Yes, Board Gamer, you are 100% correct. I was just going to say acidity, but pH is also correct and probably more correct. Here's a long question that I didn't check the length of. Question 7. The most lopsided score in college football history was a 222-0 drubbing by Georgia Tech over Cumberland in 1916. What award namesake coached the Yellow Jackets? That's Georgia Tech's team. Who's the coach? Formatting problems. The most lopsided score in college football history. 222-0. Although they only scored 42 in the fourth. To be fair. Who coached Georgia Tech in that game? Trophy namesake. Of course, that trophy would be the one named after him. Larry Lombardi's a good guess. Everyone's first name should be Larry. It's not, though. It's the college one. It's John Heisman. Of Heisman Trophy fame. Johnny Mick Heisman. No Mick, just regular. Question 8. The masseter muscle is pound for pound the strongest in the human body. Where's it located? 35 seconds. Where's your masseter? It doesn't masseter what your name is. Thank you, Emily. We're doing okay. The vaccine did its job. I will say that. Been under the weather for about a week, but it worked so well that I thought I had allergies, which is part of the problem. No doubt for Marissa, though. She is absolutely real sick. Question 8. The masseter muscle is pound for pound the strongest in the human body. Where is it located? Generally. Or specifically. Go ahead. Yes, James. James knows this trivia. Or at least knows where the masseter is. Good work, team. It's the jaw. This one. This one right here. Real strong. Real strong. Strong like jaw. Question number 9. In 1600. It's okay, Board Gamer. You're doing great. 1600, this nation was the first to ratify a written constitution. Also, its name rhymes with a legendary NFL quarterback. One of the rare constitution history / NFL questions. Yeah, jaw, Board Gamer. So the question was about the masseter muscle. It's in your jaw. If you knew that, give yourself a point. Again, honor code. If you knew that and the internet was bad, you're not in trouble. In 1600, this nation was the first to ratify a written constitution. Good for them. Also, its name rhymes with a legendary NFL quarterback. What's that European country that rhymes with a quarterback? It's not Johnny Canzel. Turkey's a good guess. But of course, it's not Dan Marino. It's San Marino. San Marino's a country. I wouldn't have known that unless I said it rhymes with Dan Marino. Question 10. When your solar plexus is temporarily paralyzed from an impact, we more commonly call it what? What do you call that? I hope my internet's not bad on my end. I think we're doing okay. When your solar plexus is temporarily paralyzed, usually from an impact, we more commonly call it what? What do we call it when your solar plexus gets paralyzed? It's a cluster of nerves, your solar plexus. But only temporary. Board Gamer, I'm giving you half credit. You get half credit. It's when you get the wind knocked out of you. Yes, nailed it. So anything winded is close, but getting the wind knocked out of you is... And that could be a uniquely American slang, so if you have a different slang. 7 points for Larry. 1,000,000 points for everyone on Twitch. Bless you all. Minus 1,000 points to the Delta variant. So F them. 3 minutes, everybody. We'll be back soon. You know the drill. Timer counts up. See you at 3. Bye. But, whatever. So I'm going to put my loves on Zoom back onto the speakers so I can't hear you. You don't need to download an app. It just does it for you, Board Gamer. I know it's crazy. I feel like the Canadians, you guys already solved this, right? So nothing to worry about up there. In the meantime, and this may be tough on our... I don't think this will be tough, though. I feel like these are all universally known and acclaimed terrible summer movies. I've got 10 of them coming up. You're going to see the structure of it. Like I said earlier to my folks on Twitch, to everyone on Zoom, which is Team Larry, I'm going to tell you essentially about a movie, and then you're going to write the movie, and for an extra point, you're going to write the summer it came out in, or the year it came out in. A couple of these are later on. So everything's worth 2 points this round for a total of potentially 20. You'll see how it works. Question number 11 looks like this. President Morgan Freeman assembles a crack team of astronauts to save the world from an extinction-level event. Also, Téa Leoni's having problems with her father. 35 seconds on the clock. What movie am I describing? Twitch, if you have any questions, holla in the chat. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, though. And what? So the name of the film and whatever summer in which it occurred. Uh-oh, you don't want these questions? Oh boy, this could be tough for you. Don't worry, they're not all... I'll give you a hint on this one. It's from the 90s, but they're not all from the 90s. If that helps. I don't know how old the kids on Twitch are. 2-1, show them. Yes, indeed, it's not Armageddon. It is Deep Impact. Deep Impact, it's that one. Hooray, 1 down, nailing it. Hope we got the year 1998. Question 12. Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton are trying to discover the secrets of tornadoes. Also, Philip Seymour Hoffman is there. 35 seconds. R.I.P. R.I.P. indeed. P.S.H. Name the movie. For an extra point, name the year. Helen Hunt. And 1, Bill Paxton. Trying to discover the secrets of tornadoes. And also, Philip Seymour Hoffman is also there. 2-1. Great guess, Board Gamer. It is about storm chasers. The movie is Twister. The year is 96. This close. This close, y'all. The movie is Twister. Yeah, remember. Question 13. Harrison Ford and Kate Capshaw go to India to stop a cult using child slaves to find magic stones. They don't stop a cult using child slaves. The cult is using child slaves. Also, Dan Aykroyd's there. What movie is this? It's Cameo. Dan Aykroyd's in this one, though. Dan Aykroyd, big fan of Crystal Skulls. That's not a hint. That's not a hint. Harrison Ford and Kate Capshaw. Go to India. And show him. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, indeed, it is Temple of Doom. It's close. You're close. 84. It was earlier than I thought, too. I know, I was surprised. Surprised at that one. Boom, bam, boom. Oh, good. Hang on. Hang on. We need to actually see this question. Boom, bam. Question 14. Classic. Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton warn a town that a volcano is going to erupt. Then a volcano erupts. Also, Tommy Lee Jones and Don Cheadle are not there. Important to know. Tommy Lee Jones, Don Cheadle, not present. Maybe they were on set, but they're not in the movie. Question number 14. Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton warn a town that a volcano is going to erupt. Then a volcano erupts. Also, Tommy Lee Jones and Don Cheadle, not present. Board Gamer, you're going to get one of these. I believe in you. You had these bad movies in Toronto. I know you did. Nailed it. Yeah, there you go. That's it. 2-1. Show them. How do we do, Larry? Remember this one? I know this is a tough one, but Board Gamer nailed it. Dante's Peak. Dante's Peak, 97, not to be confused with Volcano, which is the Tommy Lee Jones, Don Cheadle, Anne Heche vehicle. In the year 2017, Arnold Schwarzenegger is framed and sent to the game zone, where he must fight off stalkers in order to earn a pardon. Also, Mick Fleetwood is there. This is a weird one. Mick Fleetwood. And not a cameo. Playing a part. Talking, acting. This was prime Bond time. Dante's Peak was, I think, just post GoldenEye, pre Tomorrow Never Dies. Remember those guys? We're all pretending those didn't exist. In the year 2017, Arnold Schwarzenegger is framed and sent to the game zone, where he must fight off stalkers in order to earn a pardon. Also, Mick Fleetwood is there. One of the stalkers is Jesse the Body Ventura. 2-1. Anyone remember this one? This one's tough. Yes, and they not only do they remember this one, they got the year, Larry. The Running Man. Because he had to run. Running Man, written by Stephen King under a pseudonym. I don't know if you guys are saying that on Zoom right now, but I'll take credit for it. Question 16. Michael Keaton loves Michelle Pfeiffer. Nobody loves Danny DeVito except that he almost becomes mayor. Also, Christopher Walken is there. What movie am I talking about? Walken. If I control all the power. Oh, is that really the... Oh, it's the first I'll Be Back movie. That is excellent trivia. James should run this thing. Michael Keaton loves Michelle Pfeiffer. Nobody loves Danny DeVito. But he almost becomes mayor of a famous city. Also, Christopher Walken is there. Michael Keaton loves Michelle Pfeiffer. But nobody loves Danny DeVito. Except... he almost becomes the mayor. Also, Christopher Walken is there, of course, being specific, nailing it. Board Gamer, Batman, something gets you half credit, but it's Batman Returns. 92. Nailed it. Larry's killing this category. We should do this every week. Question 17. All these are too wordy to actually see the number. Robert Downey Jr. has to take out Guy Pearce, who's got a healing serum called Extremis that blows people up. Also, Ben Kingsley is the pretend bad guy. Which one is this? This was the top grossing movie of the year that came out. And I tried to read the plot, and I was confused. Robert Downey Jr. Dooney. Blame it on the COVID. Robert Downey Jr. has to take out Guy Pearce, who's got a healing serum called Extremis. Blows people up. It is one of them. I'll say that. It is not the OG, though, however. But you're close on the year. It's actually Iron Man 3. Yes. There you go, board gamer. Iron Man 3, 2013. This one's got Cheadle. It's got Paltrow. Paltrow gets strong because she takes the serum, but she doesn't blow up. It's fine. Serums are fun. Question 18. Johnny Depp has to get his boat back, but Jeffrey Rush is immortal now, so it's tough. Also, Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom are the most also there. Just there looking pretty. Question 18. What movie am I talking about? Of course, again, we've learned we have sequels in here, so be specific. This could be the first one, could be the third one. The immortal one. And he's got to get his boat back. And they have pieces of 8. Johnny Depp. Got to get his boat back. Yep. Maybe with 2 seconds left, I didn't write the name of the boat for a reason. Yes, I mean, I will accept it. It's the OG. The full name is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. However, I'll take it because it is the original. 2003, off by 1. Still pretty good. Question 19. We're killing it on this category. Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and Bill Paxton have to get back to Earth. Also, Gary Sinise got sick. 35 seconds. Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and Bill Paxton. Is this Paxton? Yeah, it's our second Bill Paxton. R.I.P. See the dead one? Ah. One of them's dead. I think Paxton's dead. Pullman's left. Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton. Got to get back to Earth. Second most top grossing movie of the year in which it came out. Yep. You got it. And you can guess the year if you want, always. Ooh, so close. But yes, the movie is Apollo 13. Pullman is alive. Paxton is dead. And it was 1995. So close. And my favorite of all of these blockbuster questions. Oh, you're right. Paul Hogan is an Australian in New York. That is it. That is the plot of this movie. Paul Hogan is an Australian in New York for the first time. I'll say that. That's it. If you pitch that to Fox in this particular year, you could be a millionaire. Hey, I know this Australian guy. We could put him in a movie. He'd say funny things like Sheila, and it's not a knife. And of course, the movie is... Who's too young to remember? Oh, it's the first one, though. It's Dundee 1. Dundee OG was what I was looking for in 86. I don't know when. I think 2 is 88. If you said 88, you know, give yourself a point for when 2 was. QVC coming in hot. Crocodile Dundee 2 off by 1. Wasn't tricking you that one. So that's 2 rounds down. I'll give you 3 minutes. I'm going to chat with my pals on the Zoom. QVC, good to see you. 17 points right now for Larry. Put your points in the chat if you want to, or just hang out if you don't want to. No big deal. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Bye-bye. Disney princesses. Things you can stick up your ass that are nutritious. And Black history.
Hey there, and welcome to Trivia Ronin.
Welcome to Trivia Ronin.
And welcome to Trivia Ronin.
Welcome to Trivia Ronin.
Welcome to Trivia Ronin.
Welcome to Trivia Ronin.
I'm your host, Douglas Larlam, and I'm not wearing pants.
As of August 2019, what is the top grossing film to hold an MPAA rating of G?
It's gonna be a nice, quiet, intimate show.
She murders deaf children right after they get cochlear implants.
Don't ever forget I can kill people I think about.
We make up for it by being less creepy than Drew Carey.
Shit's going down on Twitch.
It's like 4 dementia movies. I wanted to watch them, but I forgot. Remember movies in theaters when they made money? That was the thing.
I'll make love to you.
Am I supposed to? Wait.
Saturday night and you're on Twitch during a pandemic. If you're not drinking, you're doing it wrong.
It's a cat toy on a reusable straw.
Fuck with that algorithm.
This is Doug's tie, by the way.
You almost don't need a gunshot to die.
Doug, you think we'll get a lawsuit out of this one?
I don't care.
Don't fuck this up, McNelly.
If you guys were just fucking dumb, I'd be better at this as a host.
It was Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4. That came out in 2019. When was that? Go a quick Wayla because I did it in the breaks. 6 Waylas. They're pretty simple. We do have a story tonight, though, so we're just going to do a quick Wayla round, 35 seconds. And the first one is just for James Kendall. It looks like this. Oh, I'm gonna get you guys out of here. 35 seconds. What team's logo is this? It's a team's logo. He's wearing it on his head currently. I think they're gonna get this one. Board Gamer, you're from Toronto. There was baseball there once upon a time. Still is. It's back, right? Blue Jays came back. I'm pretty sure they came back. Anyway. 5, 4, 3, a 2, a 1. They are, of course. Let's go, Bucks. Ooh, good guess, QVC. Very funny. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pittsburgh Pirates. Black and yellow is your big hint for any Pittsburgh team because they're all black and yellow. Pro tip. Question 2. What country's flag is this? Oh, it's a hard one. I'll give you a hint. I'm not repeating one. And I've done a specific Southeast Asian nation before. So this is not a repeat. And it's not upside down. Right side up. QVC, you can come back. This one's worth 4 for you. Of course, they're Navy. Oh, Board Gamer, you fell into my trap. You fell into my trap. You all fell into my trap. I already did that one. My trap was Indonesia. The answer is Poland. This is the Polish flag. Indonesia's red over white. I tricked you. And I tried not to trick you, but I did still trick you. What kind of animal is this? Amphibian. It's an amphibian of some sort. QVC, good guess. But you're looking for blue, then white, then red, then a star, then white, then red. Nope, then blue, then red, then blue. North Korean flag. That's what I'm going to start doing in Wayla's. I'm going to describe flags. I should do that. Just in case, I don't know, we might have someone come on Twitch who's blind. So if you are blind, this is a yellow and black amphibious creature with 4 legs. And it is... She turned me into a newt. It's actually not a newt. It's a salamander. But I like to say that anyway. Maybe a newt is a salamander? I didn't look it up long enough. Again, binged these very abruptly. But if a newt's a salamander, give yourself a point. If a gecko's a salamander, give yourself a point. It's not specifically a gecko, however. Next up, who's this? Who's this Olympian? You knew I was going to throw an Olympian at you. A well-decorated Olympian. She real good at what she does. I don't know that she has received a gold medal in this. I think she has received a gold medal in this Olympics. But famously got a silver in one event, if you've been following it. Maybe? It was like when the youngin from, there was like a very young American beat this elder statesman American. Although by that, yes, thank you, in the 1600. Heck yeah, good work in the chat. It's Katie Ladecki, or Ladecki? I think it's Ladecki. I'm bad at this. And if anyone's got the pronunciation, let me know. She's excellent. And won the gold in the 1600, I'm told. So congratulations, Katie, and she'll probably be back for the next one. She's going to Phelps it up. This is a famous album cover. What is the album? Name of album, please. What's the name of this album? Or I should say, what's the name of this album? Good. The tough thing is to do if you can do, because there's like Paul McCartney's up here, but then John Lennon was always down here a bit more. John Lennon was kind of this, but Paul McCartney, he's up here. It's hard to do each one individually though, and George Harrison famously never said anything. Yep, you're right, of course. You could name either the street or the album. It's Abbey Road either way. Abbey Road. Oh, and what kind of flower is this? This is tough. Because honestly, this flower's like everything. This is a flower that can be many, many colors. And is like kind of the like if you're like, "Oh, I just want a flower." I'm going to go to Home Depot and get a flower. You're going to probably get one of these first time. Yeah, if we get it, we get it. It's tough. I'll just keep. What kind of flower is this? We're gonna play in the chat. Who knows which one I'm saying? Which impression am I doing? I'm doing John Lennon down here, aren't I? Orchid's a good guess. It's a geranium, guys. According to Google, it's a geranium. That was tough though, because like, what does a geranium look like? That's all 6. Next week I'll have 10 for you when I remember to do 10. Let's blame it on the COVID fog, huh? Maybe. Speaking of, it's why we haven't seen Allison all this time. 20 is good. Allison, long haul COVIDer. God bless her. Thoughts and prayers. This ain't no joke. Get your vaccine. At least you'd get less sick. I thought you'd get no sick, but you get less sick. Guys, we'll be back in 3 minutes. I've got a story to tell you. It's about the Olympics. We're back to stories. Bless you all for bearing with me last week when I was in rough shape. 3 minutes on the clock. See you shortly. Bye. Hello, everybody. We're back. Still complaining about this dumb virus. Yeah. PSA to the people in Twitch, but just get the damn vaccine. Just get it. I'm glad I spoke that. All right. Olympics trivia. It's what we do all month. Oh, sorry. I can still hear you. No, you're not. Actually, I'll keep you unmuted until you need to deliberate. So, in fact, should I? Yeah, maybe I can do this again. Nope. It's not working. I'm better, QVC. Sorry, I know you came late. I am positive for COVID, unfortunately. So I caught the Delta. It's a bummer. But so that was not allergies. It is indeed the global pandemic that's been going around. So thank you for coming, QVC. Good to see you. I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I'm already almost all better. Olympic story today. It's about, thank you, QVC. It's about an American boxer at the 1960 Olympics in Rome, Italy. Now, this guy, you guys can also talk. I'm going to put you on the speakers. There we go. This guy's 18 years old in the year 1960. He's a baby boy. He's chosen to represent his country. Problem is, he's terrified of flying. Doesn't want to fly at all because he had a really bad flight experience earlier in his life. So he calls the Air Force. First thing he does, he goes, how often do flights from the U.S. to Rome crash? And this guy from the Air Force is like, look, in recent memory, since World War II, we haven't seen a flight crash to Rome. You're safe. This man still buys a parachute just to wear, just in case. So he wears a parachute on his flight over to Rome on the plane. And the whole time, according to everyone else who's on the plane with him, he's like screaming and talking alternately. Like he's either nervously talking or he's like screaming whenever turbulence hits the whole flight over to Rome. It must have been a lot of fun. Second he gets to the Olympic Village, he starts gabbing with everybody. He's making friends. People start calling him the mayor of the Olympic Village. Everybody loves him. They're having a good time. Now, he's not famous at all. There's many more famous people on the U.S. Olympic squad at that point. There's Oscar Robertson and Jerry West from the NBA. They're playing for the U.S. Olympic team. Jerry Lucas is another basketball player. Rafer Johnson. Wilma Rudolph, who's an exceptional sprinter for the U.S. team. And actually, our guy has a big crush on Wilma Rudolph, funnily enough, the whole time he's there. But neither here nor there. Our boxer gets there. He's meeting up with other countries. He meets a guy from the Ugandan team. He says to the captain of the Ugandan team, he goes, I feel bad for whichever boxer drew me in the first round. He goes, they might want to drop out on medical terms because he goes, I don't want to demolish a young brother from Africa. Essentially what he says. So he fights the 178-pound division. That's the middle heavyweight. That's one below heavyweight, I think. I think it's called middle heavyweight. First round gets a bye. Second round, he wins by TKO over a Belgian guy. Third round, so the quarterfinals, he beats a guy named Gennady Shatov from the USSR. He beats him by a 5-0 decision. He fights a guy named Tony Madigan from Australia. He beats that man with a 5-0 decision. In the final, it's a guy named Zbigniew Petrowski, who was the former bronze medalist, the Olympics before, real tough dude, European champion, Polish guy. He's a lefty, so he gives our guy a little bit of trouble. Notoriously, you have to sort of adjust how you're going to fight when you fight a lefty. However, it took him all 3 rounds, but at the end of it, he comes out again. 5-0 decision, gold medal. Gold medal for our guy, wins it. So 1960, fun trivia, is the first Olympics where they actually placed the medals on medalists' necks. Before that, they gave you a box. Said congratulations. So that was the first year you win on the podium. You got the national anthems and everything, and you got the gold medal. So our guy gets the medal put on his neck, doesn't take it off the rest of the Olympics. So proud. 18-year-old kid. He's won. He's going around the Olympic Village. He's the mayor. Everybody's loving it. He sees a guy named Floyd Patterson, which if you know boxing, I was thinking Doug would be here and he'd be a real jackass about this because he knows everything about boxing. But Floyd Patterson, who was the heavyweight champion of the world at the time, and a former bronze medalist in 52, but he didn't fight at these Olympics. But he's walking around. Our guy gets on a table in the cafeteria, sees him, grabs a fork and knife, and he says, I'm having you next. I'm having you for dinner. And they have a good laugh. He's mostly joking. He sees a Soviet reporter right after he wins the medal, right? This is 1960. He's a black man in America. A Soviet reporter comes up, and there was a lot of this going on at the time. Soviets using race relations in America to kind of drive a wedge in there, especially at the Olympics, and going like, so the question he had for our boxer was, how do you feel about the fact you won a gold medal for your country, and when you go back, you're not going to be able to eat in certain restaurants with your fellow Olympians? And so he says, quote, Russian, we've got qualified people working on that problem, and I'm not worried about the outcome. To me, the USA is still the best country in the world, including yours. It may be hard to get something to eat sometimes, but anyhow, I ain't fighting alligators and living in a mud hut. End quote. Excellent quote. So that's what he says to this journalist. He flies home. All of a sudden, his fear of flying is cured. He flies home, medal still around his neck. He writes a poem about how well he did. Has a great time. He goes home, goes to get a bite to eat in his hometown, walks into a whites-only restaurant, wearing the gold medal. And the man who runs the restaurant says, we don't serve your kind here, throws him out with a mob behind him. A white mob throws him out of the restaurant. And he immediately, after that, he walks to the Ohio River because, of course, he's in Louisville. That's this man's hometown. And he throws the medal into the river, never to be seen again. And that's the story of Cassius Clay at the 1960 Olympics, a.k.a. Muhammad Ali. Of course, that's who we're talking about. Who else is going to brag like that? Who else is going to be that dominant except the greatest ever? And ironically, the Louisville airport is named after him, despite his immense fear of flying. So my question's not who did this. My question is about when the Olympics decided to give him that medal back, famously. Famously, he was given a gold medal again to make up for the one that he threw away because of that racist restaurant. So my question to you, with 35 seconds on the clock, in what year and what Olympics, where were the Olympics and what year when Muhammad Ali was given his replacement medal? 35 seconds. Cassius Clay, greatest ever. Joe Frazier. Everybody talking about Joe Frazier. But there was an Olympics where Muhammad Ali was given an honorary gold medal right before the closing ceremonies. True story. It was a Summer Olympics with 9 seconds left. It was a summer. 60s when he won it. 2-1. Show 'em. Who knows? Anybody know? Good guess. Good guess. All your guesses are correct. It was 1996 in Atlanta. Famously, Muhammad Ali, who was suffering from Parkinson's, came out with the torch, and they gave him an honor at the beginning, and then at the end they gave him the honorary medal. It was a lovely thing. So, Larry with the big win. Pop, pop. I think that's 27 for Larry. Anybody else want to brag on the old Twitch stream? Y'all did great. Good job, QVC. Came in big. 40 points for your correct answer. That's what happens when you come late. You just get more points. A 30. All right, big 30 for Larry. Good work, everybody. So, that's going to do it for tonight as we continue to do this trivia on the internet. Let's hope we all don't have to go home anytime soon. I have to be home for 2 weeks, so you'll see my smiling face next week. For everyone here at Trivia Ronin, I'm Matt McNally saying don't be shitty. Get a vaccine. It's going to make things easier. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Board Gamer QVC. Shout out to Emily. Get some better internet one of these days. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.